Hello everyone, this is Professor Hill. This is a short video for our class, Introduction to Ethics, Philosophy 2306 here at St. Philip's College. Today's Tuesday, March the 23rd, 2021. This is a spring semester online course, completely asymmetrical. And we're at the halfway mark because yesterday, Monday, the midterm grades were due. And I want to explain a little bit about what those midterm grades mean, where we are and where we're headed as we enter into the last half of the semester. And so it turns out, let me just start. We had an assignment that was due Sunday night. I'm grading those now, but it's also, like I said, midterm grades were due yesterday. And here's the thing about midterm grades. They're just designed to give you a snapshot of where you are in the course and to essentially get your attention. Because here's the thing, these days with Canvas, you can watch where your grade is as long as the grading is caught up. It's caught up now. But it turns out that this gives you a sense of where you are, and more importantly, I can give you some feedback on how you're doing, how people have adjusted to the format, the essay structure, and give you some tips, because the midterm grades are just an indicator. They go away, they're not permanent. And so they're just, like I said, a snapshot of where we are halfway through, hopefully to help guide us, give us some corrections as we go forward, and then get towards the final grades, which will count. So it turns out from the grading, like I said, the grading's caught up now. Sorry about that, it was behind, but it's up now. And it turns out there's a couple of things that I want to explain. Number one, first of all, most of the students are doing very well in the class. The number one grade that I've given out so far has been an A. So that means that it's a good indicator in that students are working their way through the textbook, they're working their way through the essays and the material, and that the structure that we set up at the beginning, which was, essentially read a chapter, write an essay, interact with your classmates, and comment on at least 2 of their essays, hopefully again to spark some dialogue about the issues. That's working, in that again the vast majority of students are doing it well, and they're smooth sailing. So right now, if you're one of the students that got an A, fabulous, keep doing what you're doing, it's working. Now for the students that didn't get an A, I want to explain a couple of things, because there's some students, as they go through the updated grading, they're going to see that on an assignment, they got a 0, and the 0, in some cases, can be easily remedied and fixed. And this is what I mean by that. There's 3 reasons why somebody gets a 0 on an assignment. The first one I can't do anything about, and that is if you didn't do it. If there's just nothing there, you get a 0, and I got nothing to work with. But here's the thing, I do accept late work. So if you go back and you complete that assignment and then let me know, hey, I completed that previous assignment, I will go back and I will regrade it once the assignment is complete. That's a helpful kind of grade recovery program, meaning that if you missed one for a variety of reasons, and again, I'm just trying to be as flexible as possible given the extraordinary circumstances of this crazy academic year. Between the pandemic and the economic crash and all the rest of it, they've encouraged us to try to be as lenient, as flexible as possible. So I'm letting people turn in previous stuff that they missed. It'll be marked down for being late, but again, that's way better than having a 0 there. So if you didn't do it, turn it in. Now here's the next thing. Some folks have turned in their essay, but they didn't complete the assignment. And what I mean by that is, you have to turn in your essay and then read, once you're in, then you post yours, you're in, you see the other ones, then read through and comment on at least 2 of your classmates. Some folks put just the essay and then, I don't know, they get called away, they get distracted, they get pulled away, something happens. So that's just, again, that's an incomplete, not yet finished assignment. So if you got a 0 and you're wondering why, if you look and you turned in your essay and you did maybe 1 but not 2, you got to do both. And I put a comment on there. So every time I did that, if it was incomplete, I just said, hey, this is incomplete, finish it and let me know and I'll come back. And I routinely go through and check to make sure that people have, that I've said, please finish this, they come back and finish it. So that's the other thing that's out there. The one last thing, which is, and this is probably the most important thing in terms of the format and the structure, is that when you go to the assignment, when you're turning it in, the thing you have to do first is enter your essay. You enter your essay, that opens it up, then you can read through your classmates, read their essays, comment on them, but you got to do it in that order. Submit your essay, read through and comment on theirs, and then you'll be complete. Listen, lots of people, by the way, comment on 3, 4, more than that, 5, 6, whatever, because they're reading through, they're interested in the topic. That's more than welcome. That's fine. That's encouraged. But there's got to be at least 2. What you'll see is that because I want you to go in that order, in the syllabus, it says you have to enter your essay first. And if you don't, the professor can fail you for the assignment or fail you for the course for doing this. It's because it's not a small thing. You need to treat it carefully so you don't make a mistake. I had somebody who just made an error, and it was clear to me that they had just made a mistake, and I understood. But I also have students that intentionally did this, violating the rules and paying the price for it. So don't do that. That doesn't help anybody. So that's where things can go off the rails in terms of completing the assignments, doing it in order, making sure that it's all there and complete. That all being said, let me remind everybody that most everybody is doing this just right. They're reading, they're doing the essays, they're interacting with the classmates, and it's the vast majority of students is working fine. So in that sense, please, as a class, keep up the good work. This is going very, very well. Again, just so you know, like I said, yesterday, the midterm grades for our 16-week classes were due, and so they were posted. You'll see them in ACES, which is a different system than Canvas. Canvas has your most up-to-date grades, and you can see, follow along there. That's where we're doing the work for the class. ACES is the official grade, and don't forget, the midterms disappear. They're there in ACES for now, but the important thing is your final grade. That's the only grade you'll get for the class. So I'm saying, hey, if you are behind, take heart. Please catch up, make up the past work. You can still, there's plenty of time to knock this out and to catch up, get credit for the course. So if you're doing well, keep doing well. If you're behind, there's time to catch up. You'll be all right. And I also wanted to mention that yesterday was the midpoint for the 16-week course. It was also the end for the 8-week classes. So I had a bunch of 8-week classes which are over. That took a lot of grading, and I had to focus on getting their classes wrapped up. Now I'll have more time, and again, I'm back to making some more videos for you, and hopefully also making sure that if you've got questions, and again, if you've got questions, my phone number is listed on there. If you need to reach me, feel free to reach me. Send me a text, call me, that's always okay. But the easiest way to do it is through the Canvas website. And I just want to make sure that you can reach me. I had a student who was saying, oh my God, it's been a long time since we had a video. Are you okay? So I appreciate the concern, thank you, but I'm okay, just been really busy. And so now we're catching up. And I'll have more time as we go into the last half, the stretch of our course. And we get into addressing some really interesting ethical issues. So that's the update about the midterms, about the grading, where we are. If you've got questions, as always, let me know. And hopefully, like I said, I'll get back more into a better rhythm of making some videos and keeping you abreast as we go through the last half of the semester. All right, so keep reading, keep writing, keep interacting on the Canvas page. You got it down. Take care. Talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.